Welcome everyone in the next episode of the free coaching. Here today we will talk about some macro and micro management skills. This is really important to talk about because this will help you a lot in the next games. So first of all, I picked the map of Dry Arabia. What you need to know about Dry Arabia is that the first deer spawn is very close to your TC range. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that. I already found the deers. Some civilization can easily use their villagers to just go to the deer, right? As soon as you scouted it, you can go to the deer immediately. It's not bad to get it, but I don't advise to do that with every civilization, or I mean against every civilization, because if you play against the Mongols, you might find yourself in trouble. Why I'm saying that? Because the Mongols can Dark Age rush you easily, and now your villagers will not live long under that mill. So don't forget, if you found a deer really early on and the enemy civilization is not a rushing civilization, you can easily use it. I really advise to do this with French. I really advise it to do with civilization that has some bonuses or very cheap bonus or can easily get that bonus for themselves. Those civilizations are perfect. Now, also, let's talk about at the same time of villager distribution. Many civilization likes to put their villagers on food first, right? And that's no problem at all. What you can do is you can achieve 8 on food first and then send 3 on gold while building mining camp houses. We have so many players in this game, that many type of different styles, right? There is no problem of putting 8 on food first and after that 3 on gold. There is no problem of having 6 on food first, then putting 2 on gold. Both style is perfectly fine. If you wish to use the style, then go for it. If you wish a different style, then just do that. There is no mistake, no problem with them, just different timings, right? So, also, if you are scared of gathering deers, I suggest you to send only 5 villager to deer. Oh no, this is 6. What I can do? Maybe I build a tower and send her back to my TC. Why? Because most of the civilization can fit only 5 villager to the tower. I can tell you that this is a really good choice if you just send 5 villager on an outside resource and start gathering it. What can go wrong? You can get raided, yes, but if you have a tower, if you have wheelbarrow, or even textiles as well, you just put those villagers inside the tower and they will survive until your army will arrive at the scene and they will protect those archers. So, when you are doing perfectly fine in the feudal age, I mean dark age, and you age up around, let's say 430, that's a perfect average age up time, or 420 or 410, based on you when you want to age up. Immediately start to make military if you are not going to TC or you are not fast casting. The more time your buildings are idle, the worse for you, right? You don't want your military buildings idle for a long time, since that's why you made them, to be a little bit annoying for your opponent. So you can send your units on the map, and this is the important part. Now, for me, my fast hotkey for my military productions are F3. The select military is F2, and select the idle villager is F1. Now, let's talk about some really important things that most of the players are not even mentioning it, and it would be really helpful for you. If you go to the settings, there are really important things that you need to change. First of all, the boss selection drag. If you are really, clumsy with your selection, you can select it military only. Now, what the military only will do? Well, time to show you. If you have military only, okay, listen, I can select my villagers perfectly, but if I have military in the selection will prioritize your military and not your villagers. That's perfectly fine because you can double click your villager anytime on the screen. So if you can select them, just double click them and send them back to the TC. Why not? But this will help a lot of players to not select their villager and send it to the front line, because I have seen with my own eyes that many people accidentally sends his villagers to the enemy base while selecting his their military. Well, for me, I will go back to smart one, but for you, I suggest you to either pick villagers only or military only. Next one is gonna be in the UI hell boss. The smart hell boss, I don't like it. There's many times when I don't see the enemy HP, even it says smart. Sometimes it's not smart. What I advise you is always use always on. Next one, construction progress walls, always on. Show game duration timer, always on. Show pinned player information, always on. Global build cube, show all, and it's about you, how big you want to set your minimap size. So what is show pinned player information or show game duration timer? Now these things are on the right side. You can see the enemy name and the civilization. The other one is at the top. It's the timer, shows how much time has spent in this game, right? So these are really important information. So again, let's talk about micromanagement and macro at the same time. So hotkeys are really important. So while we are fighting the enemy or being around, you want to make sure to sometimes check at the bottom left corner where it shows your villager in production. Wait, we have 2 villagers in production. That's amazing. Oh no, one of the villagers is finishing. Alright, it's time to put another villager into the queue. It's never a big problem if you have more than 1 villager in the queue. Let's say you can have more than 1, like let's say 15. But when you need food, what you can do is just press N or press, which is the B. So N removes all your queue, right? So again, let me show you. I made so many knights, but wait, I have resource. Press N and removes everything. I have so many knights, but wait, I just want to make 2. Press B twice. So it will remove the unit one by one from your queue. And this is really important to know. If you either use B, which is removes only 1 unit from the queue, or you use N, which removes all your villagers. But if you want to win your games, always make sure sometimes you check this little corner to see if the villager is still in queue or not, because the more time you are not spending villagers in the queue, the closer you will lose the game. Let's say a really good example, I just killed 2 villagers. Wow, oh, look at this, I'm so good. I just killed 2 villagers. Oh no, I was not making villagers at the same time of killing the enemy 2 villager. So I'm not ahead because I have to make sure I always have villagers in the queue. Because if I don't, then of course even killing 2 villager will not mean anything. Because now we are on the same level, but if I had villager in a queue, I would have more villager. Okay, no problem. What I can do when I have great amount of villager and I didn't rush a second TC, now I can just send a few villager. That's amazing. Let's gathering some stone so we can build a second TC. With that, we can make sure we will have extra villager in our pocket, right? So I have gathered the stone. Amazing, because I had some villager as well on wood. Now I have enough stone and wood, and let's pick a really good location. TC in the middle. That's amazing. No. Don't forget, second TC doesn't have that much of a health. So you want to put your second TC to a location that can easily protect a resource, but it's very close to your base, so you don't lose it that fast. I'm getting raided a lot. I'm gonna put the second TC on my tree because the enemy is English, has longbows, or the enemy is French, has knights, or any other civ that has knights, or really good archer or raiding units. Let's put it on wood. Perfect. Another situation. I can easily secure food, so let's put the second TC on a deer. But wait, the enemy has aged up at 4 minutes 20 seconds, so he might have a night out. I can put it here. If we protect berry patch, which is amazing, and also protects my wood. Decision making is insanely important in this situation. So don't forget that when you are playing, make sure you always have military and villager in the queue, and you send your units out on the map. Try to do some damage, try to do some raid, try to always keep up your villager or your upgrades in the queue. When you have some extra wood, always spend your little wood on those sexy farms. Don't forget, make your farms, because it's really important to have stable food economy. Because every time when you move your villagers, you are losing resource per minute. This is a really good little help for all players who are struggling to spend their wood on a meaningful way. So again, even if you did damage to your opponent, always make sure you have villager in the queue, always make sure you have military in the queue, and try to fool around your enemy. With that, some hotkeys can be easily used. You don't need to control group 4, control group 5, control group 6 every time. Just make them on some hotkeys. Like example for me, select all military is on F3, so now I can select all military. But wait, what if I want to make archers? Oh no, it didn't select the archer range. Look at that. I have some archer range, but still not selecting, even though I have more archer range. What you can do is press tab, tab, and tab. Wow, we are back to archer range. So now we can make archers. But wait, what can I do to make cavalries? Of course, you can use tab again, or backspace. Tab or backspace. But of course, for me, I always use tab, and I just tab through my buildings of which unit I wish to make. So thank you so much for watching this video. This was a little conversation about macro and micromanagement skill. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one, adapting and learning from your gains. See you. Bye.